How's it going, guys? This is Byron with Modern Muscle here. I just wanted to quickly go over our dial bore gauge kit. So when you open up this box, you're going to pull out the main body of our dial bore gauge here and insert our indicator in. And what we're looking for, this shows you how much preload we have on the indicator. We're looking for about 100 thousandths there. Get it all squared up, tighten this down. Now you'll see when we push on our indicator here, it works. Alright, grab the 2-inch indicator tip out here. We're going to lock it down there with the little lock collar. We want to loosen our thumb screw here, that way we can rotate our dial back and forth. And next thing we're going to do, we're going to grab our micrometer here. We're going to unlock it here. Forward is locked, rearward is unlocked. This lets you rotate our thimble here. So now we're going to take our micrometer, we're going to come over to our crank on our rod journal here. And we're going to come down until we hear it ratchet, and we're going to work the micrometer back and forth. We're then going to lock it down with the lock here. Pull our micrometer off of our crankshaft very carefully, don't want to scratch it. I'm going to insert it into a micrometer stand here. You can also use like a small vise. Just make sure you wrap a rag around the micrometer here to keep it from getting damaged. Take our dial bore gauge here. And what we're going to do is we're going to work the dial bore gauge left and right and up and down, and then we're going to zero out our gauge here. So look at left and right and about 1,000th off. And this is the trickiest part, so it's going to take some time and get this right, because this is critical right here. Alright, that looks good. Now we're going to take this and we're going to lock the dial down so it doesn't rotate on us. And then what you always want to do is you always want to double check it just one more time. And again, we're going to work that dial indicator up and down and left and right. Okay, looks good. Now what we have here, we have our connecting rod that already has our bearing installed in it, and we've already torqued our rod bolts here. So that's absolutely critical that the rod bolts be torqued. So we're going to take our dial indicator and we're going to very carefully put it into our rod with the bearings already in it, and we are going to sweep back and forth. And I'm going to get a little closer here. I'm looking at right just under 2.5 thousandths, which is perfect. The other thing you want to do is make sure you're centered up and down in the rod. And I'm right at 2.5 thousandths clearance, which is perfect. You want about 1,000th and 8/10 to 2.5 thousandths on your rod bearing clearance for just about any of our drop-in piston rod kits or Hemi stroker kits. So I'll bring the indicator in here where you can see it. And that's all.
Very quickly, I just wanted to cover the graduations on the dial bore gauge or the indicator itself and cover what they mean. So basically from 0, the very first short mark would be 1/2 of a thousandth. Then the longer mark over from 0 would be 1 full thousandth of an inch. So if you have your indicator zeroed and your needle is, the first short mark away, you have 1/2 thousandths clearance. So basically what we are looking for here is 1,000th and 8/10 to 2.5 thousandths. So you want, after your indicator zeroed and you're checking your rod bearing clearance, you're looking for it to be just before the second long mark, and then you want it to be no further than the third short mark away on your indicator.